What is up, guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and happy Thanksgiving. And today I'm going to be bringing you probably the worst ever Thanksgiving deck that you've ever seen, because I just kind of threw stuff in here. But Pooka's Thanksgiving videos were always very traditional, and I love them, watching every single Thanksgiving. And so I figured today I would bring you one of my own. Probably won't be as good, definitely won't be as good, but I'm in the festivities. I'm watching the parade. My mom is in there at 8 in the morning cooking, and trust me, she's not happy about it. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go over the deck and explain some of the reasons why stuff is in here. So first off, we're going to take a look at Drudagon. You're probably wondering, why is Drudagon in here? Well, this is the crabby family member that doesn't want you to touch certain food items because they want them all, and will smack your hand away. That's the reason. Next up, we got Kangaskhan here. Kangaskhan is just the mother and her newborn child. That has been the tradition at my family the past few years, is having the newborn kid there, and they're starting to grow up, but probably only a matter of time before another one joins the family. So I figured that'd be a good thing to throw in here, is the mother and her child. Shaman is in here to represent the dog that walks around all day and tries to beg for food. I'm pretty sure Shaman is not a dog, but hey, it's a $60 card that's going in here. Alright, so we got Zora here. Zora is just in here to represent some of the kids that are running around, and Zoroark is in here just to kind of represent the head honcho of the entire family. So that's pretty sweet. And right now there is a hockey float going across the TV. Pretty sweet. And my mom comes rushing in here. I've got to tell you, my mom is a man that loves hockey. So pretty cool. So next up, apparently it's the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't know. So next up, guys, we're going to be taking a look at Regirock here, and I figured I would throw the Reggies in here because they're all basically one big family. I didn't put Regigigas in here. My mom is freaking out over the float. I didn't put Regigigas in here because Regigigas is just that bad. I don't know. I feel kind of bad for leaving it out. But I do have Registeel and Regice in here as well, ladies and gentlemen, so that's something to look at. Next up, I have Jirachi. Jirachi is in here to represent some more kids, and plus this attack, like, I have to put it in here. Okay. Jinx, or Nicki Minaj as I call it, is that annoying, gross aunt that you don't want kissing you, but grabs you and pinches your cheeks and does it anyway. I'm really glad that there's not one of those at my house. Alright, so that's going to do it for the Pokemon, the family, if you will, but we still got some more family members to cover, because we got all that. Alright, so we're running Acrobike in here. This is just to represent, I guess, racing to the food or racing to the location. I don't know. It's a bike. I figured, why not? Escape Rope, I put this in here to represent the conversations that you definitely want to get out of. Me personally, whenever the family gets together, there are plenty of conversations I just don't want to be a part of. Definitely ones that should not be discussed at Thanksgiving and Christmas as well. So you'll probably see this card next month. Paint rollers in here. My mom is a freak. Paint rollers in here because, well, I don't know. I guess people paint on Thanksgiving. I don't know. Like I said, guys, I definitely didn't do anything. Professor's letter. This is in here to represent the Thanksgiving email, because people totally email each other still instead of just texting each other, Skyping or whatnot. But hey, figured, why not? Roller skates. I guess people roller skate. Hell, I don't know. What are you making? You're making pea salad? Right on. Alright, Super Rod. This is in here because who doesn't love fishing? Well, you never know. I've heard of Thanksgiving fish. Town Map. This is in here to definitely represent going to someone's brand new house on Thanksgiving and having to use the GPS and being completely, utterly lost. Yeah. Thank God GPSs exist. Trader's Mail. I guess this is also just to represent mail to tell you where the house is. And yeah, I suck at doing this. Pretty bad. VS Seeker, that looks like a phone or something, so that's in here. Alright, so we got some more family members here to look at, and I'm just going to kind of breeze over them. Kind of just go over them so you guys can see. These are just some more family members. No idea why he's in here, but hey, we're going with it. These are all just pretty much. I am going to go over a few of them and while they're in here. Tierno is here because he's the fat one, aka me, that loves Thanksgiving and loves food. So we're going to go over some of the people in here to go along with our super rod. We got Fisherman here. And we got the crazy lady. Everyone has that one crazy person in their family. For me, it's a lot. Pokemon Center lady. This kind of represents my mom, the nurse, who thinks she's better than everyone. You are not better than everyone. Alright. Giovanni Scheme. Giovanni is in here to represent that one evil, cruel family member that you might have. Let's see. I guess Lysander is that too. And for the energy, I just kind of threw some stuff in here to try to match up the types that we have for this Thanksgiving deck. And yeah, just had some fun. I figured I'd throw in some rainbow energy to try to help out with the crazy types that we have in here. But yeah, this is the Thanksgiving deck. I might actually take out you and oh no, struggle net. And what do you know, guys? Sycamore has a clone. Whoops. Did I do that? Alright, guys, so I've already got it saved right here for Thanksgiving deck. So we're going to hop on a game here on Pokemon TCG Online and see if we can't win a game with this crazy thing. Alright, guys, so we're going to be going against Aquilix here on Pokemon TCG Online with our crazy Thanksgiving deck. And there is a Sesame Street float on right now. Never really watched Sesame Street as a kid, so I was one of those weird kids. I didn't watch Sesame Street for some reason. I don't know why. My opponent is taking forever to call the coin flip here. So anyway, so the video is laggy, guys. I do apologize for that. And Homeboy is not taking. Hurry up, dude. Call something. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, there's the red Power Ranger. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, the float that I'm most excited for is early. And there he is in all of his red majestic glory. The red Power Ranger float. That is pretty sexy. And to go along with it, we get the win. But don't worry, guys. I want to hop into another game here on Pokemon TCG Online. But that's really sexy. That is definitely really amazing. I'm actually going to pause the TV to take a picture of that because I love Power Rangers. And I'll admit it, I ain't ashamed. But we did get a victory, so that's good. And we got 50 tokens for it, too. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so while we're looking at that, I'm going to be taking a picture of the red Power Ranger. And there we go. Got it. Cool. That's one of the reasons why I'm really glad that you can pause TV nowadays. It's funny, whenever football players I don't like get hurt, I always pause the TV and take pictures of it, but I ain't doing that anymore. Last time I did that, I broke my ankle, so we're not doing that anymore.
Making fun of Big Ben.
Big Ben is a guilty sicko. Okay, so let's see here. We got probably a really bad hand, don't we? Oh yeah, we we got all kinds of badness. So we're gonna start with Zora here, and we're going to go ahead and throw Dredagon down here whenever we get the option. There we go, because I'm pretty sure Zoro is not going to last that long. But we do have a supporter to start off with, and look at that, we even have a DCE to go along with that. So we're going to go ahead and play this down here. I don't know what that does. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what Battle Reporter does, because I don't use that terrible card. But the red Power Ranger is still going across the screen. That's pretty sexy. And we're going against an actual deck, and there is a town map, so I guess my opponent has the right idea. I don't know. I can't wait for the Pikachu float. That's what I'm really excited for. And alright. And hey, look at that. We get a Zoroark out, so that's pretty sweet. And we actually have a DCE to fall back on too, just in case we might need it. And I can actually draw one with this, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm not really trying to win with this deck either. Because I know it's not going to happen. This game didn't go over too well. Shauna, or one of the good supporters, might have a clone or something. Because yeah, we might need to tweak it a little bit. But hey, we did get a victory though. I mean, I'm going to count that one. But I like how we open with the bad supporters. It's pretty funny. But right now we got the head honcho Zoroark and the angry family member ready to go. My opponent's going to play an Ultra Ball here. Trust me, lady, you don't need to get much to beat me. And we get a beautiful full art Hoopa, so my opponent will be playing that down. One thing I definitely wanted to avoid with this deck was EX Pokemon. I kind of kept it simple. Opponent, however, has that hot bling bling in their deck. It's pretty sexy. Not gonna lie, lady, you don't need all that. And so Mega Mewtwo is gonna come out and absolutely wreck me. So my opponent's gonna hit me for a hot 110 damage, taking out poor Zoroark. And alright, here we go. Now I can just end the game for me right here, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go out like a man, and we're gonna do one more game here on Pokemon TCG Online, because that's what we do. But hey, we did get some damage in, so there we go. And my opponent's just going to do as much damage as absolutely possible. And there is 190 taking out poor Drotagon. And alright. So we lost that game pretty quickly, which is expected with this terrible, horrible thing. And I ain't going to be like everyone else. I ain't going to sit here and play for hours on end until I win a game finally. I'm just going to do this live. Win or lose, it's going in there. Because I'm thankful to have viewers that don't care that I'm terrible at this game. But yeah, if you guys would like to, comment down below what you are thankful for, and I would love to hear it. Pretty generic to ask, but hey, it's all good. And we actually start with Nicki Minaj, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah. It's really funny. I said that all at Nationals. But it looks like we're going against a Tyrantrum deck. And look at that. We actually get a Bridget. I'm definitely going to start with that. That seems like a really good supporter to start off with. So, alright. We're going to go ahead and grab Jirachi here. I think Jirachi's probably going to be a very good card for this matchup. So, there we go. I'm going to get that double dose of Jirachi because, yeah, I think that's probably what we need to be doing. And I'm just going to pass the turn over. And there's the little Asian dude from Star Trek. I don't remember his name. Hey, what is it? Yeah, George something Kai. I don't know. I'm a Star Wars fan. I didn't really watch Star Trek that much. Sulu? How many of you guys are face palming right now? Because I don't know diddly squat about Star Trek. Yeah, my mom's a Trekkie, but we try not to talk about that. It's just kind of demeaning. And my opponent's actually playing a deck that I plan on covering pretty soon. Just think it's a really good deck. But we are going to let's go ahead and just Sycamore, I guess. Why not? Actually, should have probably played that DC down first, but it's all good. Definitely should have played that DC first. I hate that. Because we could have done some damage. Alright, never mind. We couldn't have done any damage because my opponent has an Aegislash out, so yeah. What am I talking about? Okay. So let's go ahead and play down the water onto Zoroark. We're going to play down Druddigon. And I'm realizing now that Aegislash is very bad for this deck because, well, I kind of rely on Rainbow and DCE, and Aegislash just kind of says no to all that. We do have Hex Maniac in here somewhere, so hopefully her crazy, batshit crazy ass can help us out later in the future. Anyway, sorry about the language, but yeah, I really want to cover this deck, and I'm going to very soon. I think it definitely has potential. This is like one of the best promos I think I've ever seen. It's bad, but it has the capabilities of being good. And my opponent plays down Parallel City, which I don't play any stadiums, so that's kind of bad. And my opponent's going to play a Sycamore here. And there is a Battle Compressor to speed up the process of me getting annihilated. So, looks like my opponent is just going to discard a Battle Compressor into Metal Energy to speed up the process for Metal Links. And there is the Christmas SpongeBob SquarePants coming up. Not really 100% sure why there's a Christmas float on Thanksgiving, but hey, who am I to judge? And right now there is some more jailbait cheerleaders coming across the screen. Pretty funny. Alrighty. I completely just forgot that I added Blaziken in here, and I don't even remember. I don't even think I did a video, or not a video, but like I don't think I talked about it. Okay. So let's go ahead and Karina here. We could actually grab Regirock. That's pretty funny. And we can grab one of our many random trainers as soon as this pops up. There it goes. Let's see. What could we grab? I'm tempted just to grab VS Seeker. We can just grab VS Seeker for later. Just to grab something. And now we can actually do some damage here. Let's go ahead and Mind Jack for 100 damage. Hopefully we can probably take a prize here. That's my goal. This is just take a prize. Like, if I can take a prize, I'll be happy. But if my opponent has a like double dragon, Zoroark, yeah, Zoroark Flowstone, then we probably won't be getting a prize. There's a Fighting Energy. So it really depends on what my opponent has here. My opponent is actually doing a very smart thing of the slow process of charging up Tyrantrum, so that way Jirachi won't be that big of a problem. So that's something to note there. And there is another Aegislash coming down onto my opponent's bench, along with another Tyrantrum. So I'm still waiting to see. My opponent does not have the Zoroark to bring up, so that's something to note there. Let's go ahead and play this Trainer's Mail, see what we can grab out. And I am going to grab Flare Grunt, so that way whenever that Tyrantrum comes up, I can try to delay the next attack. Okay. Don't really need anything right now. But I will play down a Fire onto Jirachi. And let's go ahead and Mind Jack for 160 damage, taking out that Aegislash. Not gonna lie, guys, Zoroark is a very, very good Pokemon. I think, anyway. But unfortunately, we are gonna get just knocked out here. We're about to get taken out the game. So my opponent will be playing a Shada. What's that?
Cake.
And my mom brought me cake. And actually, the coolest birthday cake ever was the one you made me last year. Mm-hmm. See, my mom brought me some of her birthday cake. Okay, so Zorak is actually going to go down here. I'm just going to promote Jirachi here. And I actually think I'm going to take this opportunity to... I'm going to go ahead and paint roller here. I'm going to get rid of that parallel city. And I will play the roller skates, I guess. And unfortunately, we flip tails. I'm going to play down Zora here, along with Kangaskhan. And let's go ahead and Rainbow Energy the Kangaskhan. Because in all honesty, my opponent has the capabilities of basically one-shotting everything in my deck. So. And now we're actually going to Flare Grunt right here, taking off this Fighting Energy. Okay, there it goes. That's such a weird... Like, I don't know why I just didn't have to click it. But okay. So now I am going to... I'm actually going to use Victory Kiss to get rid of that 10 damage. But whatever. I thought it was like telling me I could play Giovanni. I was like, what? So I'm going to triple draw here, grab myself 3 extra cards. And okay, we actually have the VS Seeker too to evolve the Zora, Zora into Zorak. So something to note there. We can do some extra damage. And speaking of Zorak, I feel like Zorak is going to probably be our only option, like our only, of course, offense for this game. But there is another Floatstone coming down. It would actually kind of made sense for me to play Starling Megaphone in here. But the Thanksgiving deck is holding strong here in this matchup that I'm pretty sure is going to lose anyway, but you gotta be optimistic. You guys know I'm bad at this game. But we see another Sycamore from my opponent discarding a Lysander and a blank card. Okay. And my opponent is actually going to promote Aegislash here, which I'm not really looking forward to. That's going to be really bad. Yep. And an unnecessarily long attack animation. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at our discard pile here and see what we have. Okay, so basically at this point, I think what I need to do... Oh, man, okay. I think at this point what I need to try to go for is... I need to try to get a Super Rod. I think that's what I need to try to go for here. And I think... I'm going. Call me tits. Ah, man. I think I should try to VS Seeker here and go for Skyla and play the Skyla down and hope... There it is. So I think what I need to try to do is I need to try to Super Rod in Zora along with a couple energy. So that's what we'll go for, grabbing those 3. And like it don't matter, we can just Victory Kiss for some reason. And I'm going to triple draw here. And that's bad. Right now there are supposed to be some people telling you how to cook like specific Thanksgiving foods, and it looks like they're making some slop on the screen. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be.
Slop on Crescent Road.
They're making slop on a croissant. I can dig it. Was that a little boy or a little girl?
It's a homely little girl.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so I think did my opponent grab Judge? Cause okay. I swear that attack animation is so like unnecessarily long. Okay. Let's actually see something I could have done. I could do if I had a Zoroark, and that's I could Hex Maniac and then use the DCE. But unfortunately, I can't. However, I can teammates here, and I'll grab. Really wish I still had that combination in here. I'm gonna grab a Zora and a Zoroark. And I'm going to go ahead and bench that. And I'm actually not going to evolve. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to do Stardust here because if my opponent Lysanders up something I evolve and just knocks it out, then I'm just going to be back to square one. So I don't think there's any way possible my opponent can knock out two Zoras. So I'm just going to hold off for a second. This has actually been a pretty lengthy game, so that's always good. Opponent is still loading up Tyrantrum there to kill me. So we see an Ultra Ball from my opponent. Not sure what that'll grab. Probably another Zoroark. And we see the Gold VS Seeker. What is that going to grab? It's going to grab a Lysander. Yeah, I figured my opponent would have I have a Lysander, so that's why I didn't bother evolving. So I'm going to go ahead and promote Zora here. Just kind of look at my options. Excuse me. Okay. So I'm not going to play down that Blaziken as much as I would love to. Just because my opponent's probably going to have another Lysander and they can just Tyrantrum for the win. So that's why I'm not going to do that. But let's see here. I'm not really sure what I can do at this point. We are 10 off. That just... Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, that 10 damage we did earlier with Jirachi actually mattered. That's funny. Like, that's just hilarious. That 10 damage we did with Jirachi actually mattered. Can my opponent not knock me out? I don't think my opponent can knock me out. That's kind of funny.
Will that pause?
That's actually really, really funny. What?
Will that pause?
What pause? I'm recording. Okay, so my opponent is actually playing down Parallel City, so I need to get rid of something. My opponent can one-shot everything, so we're just going to get rid of Nicki Minaj. And there is a Judge, so my opponent must be getting really desperate here. The Thanksgiving deck is putting up an absolute fight, which I'm very happy about. And we got a Lysander and a Shaman. So that's kind of funny. I'm actually going to probably try to Lysander up. Well, I don't really think that's going to matter too much. We got the Shaman, but I don't know how much that's going to matter. So let's go ahead and just escape rope here. Now my opponent actually does have, 2 float zones on their Zoroark, so This probably is not the best course of option or course of action options, whatever that saying is, but I'm gonna try to burn some stuff out of my hand so that way I can use this Giovanni here. So let's go ahead and just play the Giovanni, grab ourselves 2 cards. Okay, that's not too bad. We'll play that down, and we're just gonna go ahead and 10 damage and just say screw it. Unfortunately, we only have like, yeah, unfortunately we're gonna be short some damage, so I don't know. So my opponent actually metal links to that Zoroark. I think my opponent's going to start using Zoroark to attack, and it's going to be quite troublesome, I think. Alright. So let's go ahead and bring up Zoroark here. Now we can actually play down Shaman, but I'm not 100% sure what we can even do now. If we played Muscle Band in here, we could definitely do something like that, but or try to at least. Yeah, we are 20 short. That just sucks, honestly, because we actually would have won the game right there had we been able to do just a little more damage. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it. There is the Dragon Impact for 190, taking out our Zoroark. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Thanksgiving deck did put up a big fight, and that's all you can ask for. But I hope you guys enjoyed the Thanksgiving special, and I want to say thank you so much for watching. I'm very thankful for all of you that tune into my videos every single day. And yeah, you guys are amazing. I love you. And make sure you have a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. And you guys take care. And this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. I'm going to go get fatter. Take care.